Hey, it's your boy, Skinny Penis, and welcome back to Weeb Sports. I'm Sarah, and today I'm joined by Evan
Bang.
and Casey.
Skillabop data.
That was totally unnecessary. That was
big shot.
what?
2 + 4 - 1 = 3 quick mas.
It's like the new age form of scat.
That's exactly what it is.
That sounds like if fucking MC Ride tried to do scat. Like if there was scat improv on a Death Grips album, that's what it would sound like.
Wow.
It's extremely specific, but I love it.
Well, that's Death Grips for you, buddy.
Well, I know.
Yeah. So, today we're going to be talking about spooky stuff because it's spooky season and I love spooky season and Halloween is this week and oh my god, Halloween. Okay.
Spook.
I love Halloween and I love spooky season. I love fall. This is truly my time to shine. Well, not really, but kinda. So I'll just give backstory on why I like Halloween so much. So when I was younger, I was always the kid that was into weird stuff. Like occult stuff.
We're reading Death Note in 4th grade, weren't you?
Not normal things for a little girl. I would
War Chronicles?
yeah. I would
Were you did you series of unfortunate events?
Yes.
All right.
No one remembers Spiderweb Chronicles. I only read those books once, and I spent an entire week making a little circle with my eye and looking through it and being like, I'm gonna see the magical world. I don't even remember the plot other than the fact that they had the fucking monocle that they could use to look into the spirit world.
Yeah. I was so weird as a child. I was the girl that was into cryptids.
Didn't
I
you
would
tell us once you used to poke roadkill and shit?
Yeah. But I would read these books about Bigfoot and Mothman, Loch Ness Monster. I was into books about ghosts, reading about hauntings, poltergeists. I was really
fucking scary stories to tell in the dark.
Oh yeah, and I was really into vampires and witches and werewolves and just anything that goes bump in the night. I was brought up on this stuff. I love Twilight.
Okay. I've heard mixed things.
I love Twilight.
Popular, I've heard it's very bad. Now I've heard it's actually not as bad as I'm thinking, and it's kind of just funny.
I love Twilight.
Repressed, horny Mormon vampire fan fiction.
Exactly.
That sounds like a Fall Out Boy song.
No, that's My Chemical Romance.
But I was
the only thing I know about My Chemical Romance is that one dude. I think it's Gerard Way. The one dude dressed in what I'll call the Spider-Man 3 version of the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band uniforms, in the sense that they're all black. Let me find a picture.
Yeah, I'd say they're all.
This joke is going to be a lot funnier once you know what I'm talking about. It's a Spider-Man 3 version of the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club.
That is precisely what that is. Yes.
Whoa.
Hey Peter, my spider sense is tingling.
I can see that when I'm walking down New York. He's like,
"Hey Peter."
Hey Peter.
Hey Peter.
Egg Peter.
Yeah.
And it just repeats.
I'm just thinking of just that guy saying the fucking line that Topher Grace has to say is Venom, where he just makes a boner joke.
Recorders. What the shit?
That doesn't look like the recorders were there originally. That looks like they've been edited in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which would make it even better to use for the episode picture.
Perfect.
Yeah, the picture is going to be Gerard Way with a recorder.
Okay.
That's going to be one of them.
He looks like he's going to tell you that his father is going to be very mad about this.
Just wait till my father hears about this.
Mm-hmm.
Some Draco Malfoy shit.
We don't like Drake. We don't like J.K. Rowling, but goddamn, her books create some very usable lines.
And also, Tom Felton's a national treasure. Or whatever nation he's from. I think he's British. So he's British. He can be their treasure.
He was on The Flash.
No.
He was. Adult Tom Felton.
Dude, well, adult Tom Felton's still quality. All right, Sarah, where were we at here? You're discussing the occult.
Oh, we were talking about my childhood.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was like,
well,
but
we were
like,
discussing the
no,
tragic backstory.
I just really love the idea of things that were out of the norm and that were different. See, like even as a child, I was pursuing things that were like thought of as weird at the time,
And
which
now
is
you're
true
doing
for me
jazz to
now.
keep that up.
Yeah, exactly. I think I transitioned very well. Um, but no, like I was just the weird kid. Like I'd read weird books, and I was really into all this weird stuff. At recess, I would play witches, and like I would wear a
Oh.
necklace, and I'd pretend like this necklace gave me powers.
Okay, so
Like
Sarah was a weird kid.
so, yeah, that was like me. And but the thing is, like,
So I would have made fun of Sarah.
yeah, you would have made fun of me.
Yes, I
But
would
the
have.
thing is, though, like I was so like myself, and I was so original that like at that point in
Yeah.
my life, nobody had told me to be anything other than myself, and I loved what I was doing. Like
Shut
my mom.
up.
But like in a serious man, I mean, like I'm making the joke, but yeah, like in a real sense, you were able to just kind of express yourself and what you wanted to
Yeah,
do.
absolutely.
Yeah, my mom like fully supported me. My mom's into these things too. So like
Really?
Oh, so your mom's a witch. Okay.
shout out to my mom. Like my mom loves Halloween too, and she really
I'm not
fostered
gonna
my
go-
love for horror movies and stuff.
I'm not gonna go visit your house in the middle of nowhere now because I'm afraid I'm gonna get hexed by your mom.
Or
The
you
opposite
can
when it
hex
comes
by
to
me.
Halloween. Like my birthday is in October, as we know. And Halloween always it didn't scare me. I've never liked scary shit. Right? Like now I'm a little better about it, but like I have this vivid memory of walking into a party city when I'm about 10, 11 years old to get like birthday decorations for my birthday party and just seeing this massive decoration they had over the entrance that basically looked like this massive hanging like Grim Reaper with his hands sticking out, and just that's the memory I associate with my birthday month now.
Aw.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yes.
Aw.
If I may, my Halloween experience, well, my scariness experiences started like when I was in like fourth and fifth grade. I had a good friend of mine. He makes movies and stuff. He's actually pretty good at those
Hmm.
things. He won't ever hear this, but good for him. He and I watched all of the Saw movies when in like we
Oh,
were like in fifth grade. And so
yes.
it low key desensitized me to some of the scarier elements of things.
Sure.
But I enjoyed those movies to a certain extent. I
And that's
also
another
realize
thing.
now my voice is I'm kind of stuffy because I have allergies. So if you hear that, it's because of allergies.
Rona.
And that's
No, it's
another thing.
Corona
Like,
does not have sinus symptoms. No sinus symptoms of Rona. It does not affect the sinuses. It affects the lungs or like near your throat. It does not affect anything in your sinuses. So if somebody
and
has
plus there are no
sinus
5G
symptoms,
towers around here, so we're pretty good
exactly. What am I
anyway.
going to do? Am I going to get the 5G? Dude, one of our
You guys looking for the
commenters.
newest Q drop? Hashtag QAnon. Okay, we
Our-
actually should unironically stop plugging QAnon.
Another stance of this podcast. We don't like QAnon.
We don't like QAnon.
Official stance.
You
We're
know,
gonna have
the
to write a
whole where we
manifesto
go
one day.
one, we go all thing, y'all can go right the fuck off a cliff. Like,
Hey, I don't know enough about QAnon to make references to it.
I know like just enough to like make like surface level normie references. The thing about QAnon is like the Dark Tower series of conspiracy theories where like you really got to know like everything to know a little bit about it, and also you got to know like everything to know a little bit about it, and also once you are far into it, everything just starts clicking into place. Like once you've accepted the core beliefs of QAnon, that there is a man named Q who is texting out like secret government information and also can predict the future, and also the Democrats are harvesting children for a chemical called adrenochrome that I think lets them live forever, and like, you know, as the lore tells it, everything just makes more and more sense. Like if you've ever heard people joke about how, or maybe not joke, depending on how far gone they are, if you ever heard people talk about how like Obama was a clone of the deep state or something like that, that's QAnon shit.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Like people joke all the time, like, can't wait for the Office reunion where they all get hardcore Q-pilled and Dwight goes to prison for trying to kill Kamala Harris because he thinks she's a clone put in by the deep state to spy on him.
Damn.
I'd be down to watch that though. I
Yeah,
haven't
I'd
watched
also
The
be
Office,
down
but
to
I'd
watch
that. I have never watched
People
The
joke that
Office.
like Creed Bratton would be the only like sane person in the office.
Casey, you've never watched The Office.
No, I have not.
I have watched The Office. Overall, 6 out of 10. It would be an 8 out of 10 if they ended it after Michael Scott had left.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 if they ended it right after him and Jim got married.
I thought you said him and Jim for a moment. I thought just wait, when did Michael Scott and Jim get married?
Oh
I would be down for that episode.
That was on Friends. No, there was the lesbian wedding on Friends. I think I haven't watched. Friends.
I thought you meant John Krasinski and Steve Carell got married on Friends. And I was
no. There was one episode of Friends where I think like Ross's fiance leaves him for another woman or something.
Oh
Yeah,
I heard
I think
that.
the episode is called like the one with the lesbian wedding or something like that, and it was a super landmark thing in television history.
That sounds hilarious. And from everything I've heard about Friends, Ross sucks. If you've watched Friends, could you tell me if he sucks?
I don't even know which one Ross is.
Ross
I don't even know which friend Ross is.
My favorite friend is Phoebe.
He's David Schwimmer.
Is he the one like they get a load of this guy? Yeah, he is. Okay.
He's David Schwimmer, yeah.
I like Phoebe the best.
I've heard a theory that apparently the entire show is just Phoebe on drugs looking into
I only know Ross
they all
from
hang out in
this image.
From the Get a Load of This,
yeah, from the Get a Load of This guy.
Get a Load of This.
He is the Get a Load of This guy.
Wow.
The two images for the Halloween episode might end up being Ross from Friends and Gerard Way with a recorder. Be beautiful. The image would just give no indication of what the episode's about at all.
No
kind of like Sarah's last episode, where it was Andy Reid and a character from My Hero Academia.
Holy shit. I was Googling to see if anyone's drawn the characters from Friends as anime characters, just because that's the kind of thing that interests me. And I found this Funko Pop of Ross Geller from Friends. And
oh my fucking Lord.
I like Funko Pops, but that guy could be John Mulaney, Justin Timberlake, or David Schwimmer.
That could be literally any white guy.
Yeah, that's just like that could be Minecraft Steve. That could be like literally any white guy. Jesus.
That could be you.
That could be that could be you. That could be me. That could be Rags. That could be
actually it could be me. I'm blonde.
Yeah.
I would so buy a Funko Pop.
Lick the name.
Oh, of course.
Like, okay. Unironically, I do enjoy some Funko Pops. Like, I have a couple in my room.
I have one of Belle. I have a Belle one for Beauty and the Beast because that's. Oh my god! I just said his name like that, or just cut this out entirely.
I know. No, I'll just lick it.
But he knows. If you don't know, I have an obsession with Beauty and the Beast, and he got me the Belle Funko Pop.
No, you know.
Like some people are like Funko Pops are like the fucking death of figurines because, like that Ross one, like I have that one of Cora sitting on my desk right now.
That's cool.
And yeah, and that one's cool because she's like bending the elements and shit. Ross is just like white man standing there like
with a monkey.
Mm-hmm.
Why does he have a monkey?
I don't know.
There's a Friends episode. That's a thing on Friends.
The monkey is the secret unlockable friend.
He's like in the background of the title sequence. Also, I'm sorry. I just went to Snapchat and I did this.
Yes.
Now I'm uncomfy.
You're comfy with anime Ross?
Yeah, I'm uncomfy.
I say for everybody watching at home, I just anime Ross.
So do we want to talk about spoopy shit?
Yeah, bro. What do you got?
Yes.
Yeah, bro. I kind of want to talk about our fears. Spoopy season.
Let's everybody talk about your deepest fears.
It's spoopy season. I might as well talk about our fears.
What spooked you?
I'll go first, okay?
I was gonna say your ass is going first.
So I have a couple of things that scare me. One is really stupid, which is the one I'm gonna say, and I might say the other ones if we want to get serious, but we'll go around. So my first one is I have a fear of gas-powered chainsaws. Really random. Really random. I just hate the sound of a gas-powered chainsaw. I mean, you have your electric chainsaws, and then you have your gas-powered. I hate the sound.
The between the two.
I hate the sound of a gas-powered chainsaw. And just the thought of, like, if someone's chasing with a chainsaw and, like, they swing at you, just think of the chainsaw just ripping through your flesh and your bone. Like, that just, That is
a really specific fear.
That is not
okay. And said that I wouldn't have that limb anymore, so like it's not really a problem.
But like that's
exactly. Off your leg. What are you gonna feel the pain? You're gonna feel the pain in your leg? Nope, it's gone.
I just really
Have you
don't
guys
like.
ever listen to actual Cannibal Shia LaBeouf?
No.
Oh, well, dude, of course.
Great
Sarah, you
song.
haven't listened to actual Cannibal Shia LaBeouf?
Wait, he isn't
What the
dead.
fuck?
Shy surprise as a gun to your head and death in his eyes.
And death in his
That
eyes.
was
Oh
his
yes,
kidneys.
Casey showed me this. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I showed her that.
And in
last
the end, it
year we were
zooms
here.
out and it's just him clapping in the audience.
That was the exact amount of intimidation in the clapping because if you heard, I'm like, that was the loudest clapping I've ever done.
Your parents
I
are
know
probably
where
gonna
you
be
are
pissed
in real
at
life,
you.
and like I don't know that you didn't just like hit your table there. That was
Nope,
incredible. That was a guttural sound.
That was normal clapping. I don't think that laugh helped anything.
No, okay, so my chainsaw thing.
Yeah, chainsaw.
Yeah, back to the chainsaw stuff.
I just really, 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 really hate the sound of a gas-powered chainsaw. Like, really, really hate it. To the point where it just makes my spine, like it just, like, tingles down my spine and, like, my skin crawls. Just the sound of that.
And shivers down your spine.
This guy slaps your girl's ass in the bar. What do you do?
All right, I think that's the other image. That's the other image.
That is Chainsaw Man, hero of hero with like 5 air
Chainsaw
quotes
dude.
around it. Protagonist of the current running Shonen Jump series, Chainsaw Man. I haven't read it. Apparently, he is like an undead zombie, and he has to kill demons to repay his debt to the Yakuza. I think that's how it goes. Like I said, I haven't gotten into it yet. I've been rereading The Promised Neverland, and once I finish that, I'll get into Chainsaw Man, and then I gotta get into Jujutsu Kaisen.
Mm.
Have I told you about my new favorite hobby?
Fucking
Whenever I
weird.
get like texts from a campaign saying like, "Hey, can you tell 3 friends to vote for Joe Biden?" or like, "Hey, can we count on you to vote for Joe Biden?" I just text them back like, "Have you read Madoka Magica?" or like, "Have you read Chainsaw Man?" And they never respond. So I'm assuming they
Wow.
haven't.
Dang.
Yeah, that's probably because if they did, they'd just be like, "Yeah, bro, that shit was lit."
Mm-hmm.
Liddy
So like,
titty.
if you're listening, I'm sorry. Let me find the name. It's a generic name. Like, I'm sorry, James, the Joe Biden campaign intern. I shouldn't have just asked you if you had read Jujutsu Kaisen.
I have a friend who's a Joe Biden campaign intern, and there's a possibility you've texted him.
Really?
A slim one, an extremely slim one.
Yeah.
Interesting.
He's working on their campaign in Philly right now.
Cute.
I saw it on Snap Store. He's like, "Slide up if you want to make real change." And I'm like, "I would love to. I'm also busy. I'll see what I can do. I'm probably slide up after we're done this." And be
I'm
like,
just
"Joe,
realizing those chainsaws are built into his arms. I assumed he
those-
was like holding them.
No, he's not holding. Those are his. He is a man made of chainsaw.
And then his
Mhm.
face is like the chainsaw, like that's his
Yes.
actual, like.
Like,
Yeah.
does he have to? Because he's got hands. Does he pull his own head to start the chainsaws?
It looks
Is
like
there
an
a
electric
ripcord?
one.
Is there a ripcord in his
Wikipedia,
head?
don't fail me now. Like I said, I haven't actually read Chainsaw Man.
Does he have, I feel like it'd be really funny if every single frame where he's like every like page where he like does chainsaw stuff at the beginning, he has to pull his own head, like a ripcord in his own head, to start his chainsaws.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
He shows up
from
and he's, like,
Wikipedia.
the guy with stabby blades, and then
The story is set in a world where devils cause harm to humans, which makes them a target for extermination. Denji is a young, depressed man who has sold several of his organs and works as a tree cutter and devil hunter to pay back his deceased father's debt to the Yakuza. Denji owns a dog that is also a devil called Pochita and that has the characteristic features of a chainsaw and is used as such by Denji for his work. So the dog is the one with the chainsaw. Humans can make deals, contracts with devils. After returning home from killing a tomato devil, Denji gets called by the Yakuza to go into a building to kill another devil. However, as it turns out, the Yakuza called Denji to allow a zombie devil to kill him, and in return, the zombie devil would give the Yakuza more power, which would let them make more money. After Denji is killed and Pochita is severely injured by said devil, Pochita merges with Denji because of the deal they had made when they first met, and as a result, Denji's wounds are healed and he gets revived as a half-human, half-devil, acquiring Pochita's chainsaw ability. He then uses the chainsaw ability to kill the zombie that initially killed him. After killing the devil, a team of governmental devil hunters arrives on the scene. After discovering that the devil was already killed by Denji, one of its members persuades Denji to become part of the governmental devil hunting organization that the team belongs to. Huh.
Jesus.
Wow.
So apparently, according to Wikipedia, Mr. Chainsaw Man, Chainsaw Man is 16.
That is Chainsaw Boy. That is Chainsaw Boy.
Yeah, you guys want to read this? I'll give you my Shonen Jump password.
No, probably.
Apparently, it's really good, and apparently there might be an anime coming about it.
Like, I might watch that low key. Like, I don't even do anime, but like I would.
It's because
watch
Casey doesn't read.
No,
Read the
I
manga first.
read.
It's such a rewarding feeling, like reading something and then like seeing the manga.
Hey, this is Casey in the editing bay. Our Discord bot last night really screwed with us. Just did not get like the middle chunk of the episode. So, this is the little buffer between the first 20 minutes that it got, and then it got a second 40 minutes. And in the middle, this is where we're at. I believe we started talking about clowns during this section, and I think that's really the only thing that we really went over. So, we're going to get back into it in 3, 2, 1.
Recording Discord bot kept leaving.
I'm just gonna
I'm
make this
scared.
like a clickbait title of like our Discord bot is haunted.
Using
but,
a
like,
haunted Discord
guys,
bot at 3 a.m. challenge.
I'm actually getting scared, guys. This is
That should
like
be our title.
I'm in my apartment right now, and I haven't really been here that long, but like I'm like actually starting to get scared.
Is your door locked?
Yes.
Evan, you're close
100%.
enough. Go over there and comfort her.
Nah, it's cool. Yeah. I don't know. But like, oh, the clowns. That was so scary. That was so scary. Like, that was terrifying to me. That whole thing. So
I was always tempted to be like, why don't I go get a clown costume and go do this? But then I realized, oh, I might just get shot by some guy
Yeah.
who's like, oh no, you're a killer clown. Let me deal with this problem.
Sarah, when you mentioned being home and alone in your house, the first thing I thought was, do you have a gun? I'm sorry, I don't know why my mind went there. And then I immediately thought of that this horrible product I found on Etsy the other day.
yeah. I know what that is. I've seen that before.
Wait, what? I thought it was like a joke thing.
No, I've seen that before.
Like in real life, or
like on Etsy. Like I've seen
okay.
people selling things like that.
Oh geez,
And like they have things. They have those on Amazon too. Like those like little things that's like you put on your like bedside table. It like has the phone charger. It has places for your keys.
I think there's a pocket knife on there. There's a
look how just like chill the gun is. Like it's not like in any kind of holster. It's just kind of.
Is the safety on?
I
can't
no
tell.
idea.
Well, I can't even.
It's a black
like
drum, so it's kind of hard to see where the.
My most recent exposure to guns is like the Minecraft Guns mod I was playing around with earlier.
Safety's on.
Y'all thought that tweet that I put out, like the BRB going to go shoot guns in Minecraft, was a joke?
Well, yeah, I only knew that one because you tweeted it after I texted you and didn't respond to me.
Yeah, I shot guns in Minecraft, then I took a nap.
Understandable.
Okay. Guys, I just thought of this. I mean, well, to end the whole clown conversation, I'm not afraid of clowns until they're threatening my life, but I love It from Stephen King.
I think that's kind of how everything works.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of a lot of things until they're about to kill me.
Yeah.
That's kind of how all things are.
Like, legit, though, I am kind of, like, scared right now at my house, but, like, it's whatever. One thing I just thought of, would you rather be a vampire or a werewolf?
Vampire.
I would say it depends on how much effect it would have on me to be a werewolf, because if I could be a teen wolf werewolf, I'm down, because then I'd be better at basketball.
I was going to make a joke that you'd be better looking too, but that seemed too mean.
No, that would be true. I would agree with you. Also, Sarah, I'm sending you something on Snap that maybe will help comfort you. Just a little picture, just a cozy little landscape that'll make you feel more comfortable.
Okay.
I'm less scared.
So, okay.
The answer is
Evan,
vampire.
you said vampire. Why do you say vampire?
Yeah, what's your reasoning?
Can't go. No, have an excuse to not go out at daytime. And like, sure, the moon thing, werewolves, that makes sense. But like, I don't want to spend my full moon as a fucking furry.
That's an excellent point you make.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Sarah, you just opened my Snap. I'm sorry, I had to do it to you.
Bitch.
I just got her neck. That's all I did.
a hole.
Like, I don't want to, like, on the full moon night, I want to be like, yeah, I love this right now. I don't want to be like in heat for killing people.
But like, bro, that would be kind of cool though.
No, I wouldn't.
Would
It'd be
you be
kinda cool
okay
to
with
be
living
murdered.
forever? because like you're immortal.
That's the thing with vampires is that I don't want to live forever. I ain't trying to deal with that.
And the thing is, it's just like my life now, where like if I get bored, I can just go to sleep. Except like where now I can go to sleep and skip time and forward an hour. I can like skip time forward a century and be like, I can wake up and be like, whoa, look at all this cool shit that happened while I was out.
See, the thing with being immortal is like, what happens in the eventual heat death of the universe? Are you still alive?
We'll get there when I get there.
We will deal with that when it happens. All right.
Or you could be like
the inevitable heat death of the universe does.
You could be like in Twilight. They have the thing called the Volturi, and if you break like vampire laws, they kill you. And some vampires will intentionally break laws so that somebody can finally kill them, so they can die. Yeah. So I feel like that would be an option. Like you could have somebody
my only exposure to the Twilight franchise is like the Cosmonaut Variety Hour videos of him watching the Twilight movies.
All I have is all the interview clips of Robert Pattinson hating his life because he was in Twilight. And
what's your favorite Robert Pattinson thing since Twilight? Because I've got a better one.
Well, I don't have a favorite Robert Pattinson thing since Twilight, except for maybe the trailer for the Batman where he just really, really beats the shit out of this guy so hard.
I haven't actually watched that. Wait a minute,
dude. He beats the shit out of this dude so much harder than he has to.
I'm super terrible at watching trailers. People will be like, "Have you checked out the trailer for like?" Yeah, people will be like, "Oh, have you checked out the trailer for this?" I'm like, "Not yet, but I will soon." And that's like,
the
trailer comes out, and then it'll be like exactly a month later. I still haven't watched it.
Robert Pattinson just overcompensates with how hard he beats this guy up.
My favorite thing that Robert Pattinson does, and I think I talked about this when we were on Robcast last week.
We'll put that link in the description whenever.
Yeah, link in the description. Robert Pattinson loves the band Death Grips, and Robert Pattinson plays the guitar.
Oh, yeah, you told me about this one.
Plays the guitar part on the song "Birds" by Death Grips, and I'm not even a huge Death Grips guy, but it's just like a cool thing that exists. Like, there's Robert.
This is also the second time you mentioned Death Grips tonight.
Yeah, I don't like Death Grips per se. Like, I don't think I've ever. I've never listened to a Death Grips album. I just know of them. Money Store is pretty good. A couple tracks off that are pretty good. Death Grips is kind of like if 100 Gex wasn't like 100 Gex. I was a little more.
Geez. I don't know if you could make a positive comparison as something that starts with 100 Gex.
You can if you juxtapose it against 100 Gex. It's that same kind of like out there, just weird as shit music, but it like is just very like it's kind of like 100 Gex mixed with Run the Jewels.
That would be nice if I knew who the other band was.
You don't know who Run the Jewels are?
No.
Okay. Anyhow,
but you got to watch you got to watch the trailer for the Batman right now.
Not like right now, but I'll watch it after this.
I mean, right now. I want you to see your reaction to how hard he beats the shit out of this guy because it's like a minute long.
Okay.
It's near the end. It's like one of the last things in the trailer when he's actually in the Batman suit. He just goes to town on this guy so hard.
Check this shit out. Hold up.
Annihilates.
Like. The dude's on the ground and he keeps punching him. It's so much. And I'm convinced it's because he wants to he keeps being cast as the soft boy like in Twilight and in Harry Potter. And he's like, "No, I want to be a badass. I'm Batman now. I will beat the living fuck out of this kid."
Fuck yeah, Robert Pattinson.
Yes, I don't know much about Robert Pattinson, but I respect the guy.
I liked him in Twilight, despite what people may say.
I'm sure he did a good job in Twilight, but it was
like the music in the trailer. It's like that guitar thing. It's like boom, boom.
Oh yeah, good music. Good music.
Commissioner Gordon looks solid.
This has become a review of the trailer for the Batman.
While we're waiting on this, I think I would prefer to be a vampire.
I was just gonna ask, and why vampire over werewolf?
Well, okay, only vampire on the condition that my husband would be a vampire too, because I wouldn't want to live. I wouldn't want to live forever if he wasn't with me. So that's the only condition I have. Like, I don't think I could live forever if he wasn't by my side. So he would have to be with me. But like, I'd pick vampire because I'd get hotter, and I'd have a lot more like what's it called? Oh my god, what's it called? Vampires have a lot of sex. So that's okay with me.
Maybe I should take vampire because it would make me attractive and it would make me have sex.
And I think I could control the impulse better than if I was a werewolf.
I get that.
And I think vampires just have cleaner kills too. Like they just seem more of like the sophisticated monster, the beast that's not the most brutal, or like kind of, in my opinion. So they're just so mysterious and sexy and like lustful, and like
I
I'd
feel
be
like
down for that.
somebody watched Twilight too much and internalized that that's what vampires were.
I'd
Because
be
I'm
down
thinking
for
like
that.
Count Dracula vampire, like turn into some bats type shit.
Oh yeah, I'd be okay with turning into a bat.
Like I'm just picturing that, and you're just like, yeah, vampires fuck. And
All right,
I'm like,
I'm back.
no. All right, what did
movie
you think
actually
of
looks
Robert
really good.
Pattinson beating the shit out of that guy? Like so extra.
Yeah, I mean it's not pretty normal, but like I don't know. I feel like you've done heroic Batman in movies with like the Adam West shit, and like you've done semi-realistic Batman. So I think movies that I don't know. It's DC, so I'm very scared it's going to be bad. But I think that if you can like unironically pull off Batman through the angle of he's a complete fucking psycho, that could be a really good movie.
I'm still mad that there's no that like I'll once again the second time I mentioned my boy Cosmonaut, but he and I have one thing we most definitely agree on, and that the best Batman adaptation is the Lego Batman movie. Every other Batman is too dark. Nolan did a good job making dark Batman, but then Batfleck is dark. Robert Pattinson is an actual psychopath, and it's like,
yes,
dude,
but
make
the
a
thing is,
Batman
I
that's allowed
can't
to
take
have
Ben
fun.
Affleck's. I can't take Ben Affleck seriously as a psychopath. Like Robert Pattinson looks fucking deranged in that.
Oh yeah, what I'm
Like
saying
he looks
is
all
that
pale and
if
shit.
there
I'm
was
like,
no
yeah, I can
Batman-
believe that you're just a crazy person who goes around beating up people. That's, I think, the mistake that DC made. I don't think that Batman. I don't think that, air quotes, Batman, but he is actually just a crazy evil murderer, is a bad idea per se. I mean, that's Rorschach from Watchmen. But
of course, yeah.
I think where DC mainly failed, and first of all, I'm not saying that that's all that Batman should ever be. God, no. But I think that where the DC movies really failed on that is when they cast Ben Affleck as Batman.
Well,
Ben
I
Affleck
think
is more Superman than Batman.
you can make Ben Affleck Batman, and I actually think his performance is really good in BVS, which is the only good thing about BVS. But I think that if they let him play a bit more of a campy Batman, it would have been fine. It would have been a nice juxtaposition because the major three, well, the entire Justice League, it seems, aside from Flash and Aquaman, is just like sad, bad,
Yeah.
like sad backstory, sad everything. And it's like, let Batman have some fun. If you're not going to let Superman and Wonder Woman or Cyborg have fun, let Batman have fun. Like, let somebody have a
Here's my
personality.
on-the-table recommendation. You want an adaptation of Batman where he is a billionaire playboy, and they let him have fun occasionally? You want that? You know where you can find that?
The Lego Batman movie.
Yes, but in a distant second is the Arrow TV show, because they make Oliver Queen Batman in that series.
I've heard about that, yeah.
Like they make him a billionaire playboy philanthropist millionaire. They set him up with a Bat family of assorted Arrow side characters. Like he is just Batman in that show by the end of it.
Fun. But once again, I will never hold a candle to the Lego Batman movie.
Yeah.
I want to do an episode on the Lego Batman movie because that movie is fire.
You think you could do an entire episode on the Lego
Batman
Batman
could
movie?
do an entire episode on the Lego Batman. No, that's my next episode.
I would need to rewatch the Lego Batman movie because I watched it like 3 years ago on a plane.
Doesn't matter. I will do an in-depth analysis.
I'll rewatch it.
Sarah, you don't have to rewatch it.
What do I need to watch? I need to watch Fargo.
It.
I need to watch that, and I need to watch the Cowboy Bebop movie.
I'm almost done Cowboy Bebop, by the way.
Good. You gonna be ready for Thursday?
Yes, I will be ready for Thursday.
Sarah, I'll send you my playlist after my theory playlist after we finish. There's really only like one video.
Okay.
I mean, if you have time, watching all of it isn't going to hurt. But like a lot of videos tread similar ground, but in different ways. I think that there's one video on there, Cowboy Bebop in the West, which is like one of my favorite video essays ever created. Which is like that's semi-essential viewing because I got a lot of my ideas about Cowboy Andy from that.
I already had to watch the entire show. I'm watching video essays. Well, actually, if I have time, I'll do it.
I know we won't have time for this, but I want you guys to at least experience the Rocky Horror Picture Show at least sometime in your life. I feel like everybody needs to experience the Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's popular around this time.
Yeah,
it's spooky season. Actually, I just had a memory pop up on my phone from 2 years ago when I went to a live showing that the university put on. It's where I lost my Rocky Horror virginity, because you're a virgin until you go to a live show, and then they make you come up on stage and make fun of you. At least that's what they did for me.
I almost went last year, and I regret that I didn't, especially seeing as the situation that we're currently in.
I love the Rocky Horror Picture Show, and we're going to have to devote some time to that, at least some time soon, hopefully. What was I saying? Spoopy.
More spoop. What other spoop we got?
Spoopy. Do you believe in ghosts? Yes or no?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, sure. I've never seen them, but like, decent concept.
I just have absolutely no reason to believe that they're real, and like it just doesn't. Not a single story about ghosts lines up with any other story about ghosts, and so if they existed, they'd be extremely inconsistent.
Do you believe in an afterlife?
I believe in an afterlife, but I believe in that afterlife being entirely separate from our current life, and even then, I'm kind of hazy on if there is one at all.
All right, I'm not trying to gotcha you. I'm not.
I understand that. I'm also trying to just like to line up with like, ghosts kind of don't fit into anything that I believe or if I've heard. And I mean, if they're real, I'm not going to actively deny it. Like if there's evidence that like, look, okay, here's ghosts are real. I'll be like, oh shit, well, ghosts are real, I guess. But I'm not going to I won't deny them if they're real, but I just don't see any reason right now to believe it. What about you, Sarah?
I believe in ghosts. 100%. Not to get like weird, because like everybody believes what they believe, and I'm not trying to like say anything like you should believe this one way or the other. But based on my personal experiences, I 100% believe that ghosts are real.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we can get into this another time, unless you want to include them in this episode. I don't want to. I don't want to like out myself in this video.
You've already outed yourself as believing in ghosts, so just want to go for it.
No, like I fully believe that there are ghosts, and our energy has to go somewhere when we pass. Whether that may be here on this earth or going somewhere else. I fully 100% believe spirits are real. And they're here. I've had some things going on in my life for the past 2 years that are unexplainable and that genuinely freak me out. And I can't explain these things that have been happening. I sound like a crazy person, okay? Like legit, I sound like a crazy person. But like to give some background context, again, for all our listeners out there, I'm telling my story. Doesn't necessarily mean I'm right or wrong, but this is what I experienced, and I believe experiences are real.
Fair enough.
So,
fair enough.
Like I said, through my childhood, I've always been obsessed with things that are weird, things that are different, the occult stuff, blah 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 blah. So like, I've always believed that kind of stuff, and my grandma passed away 2 years ago. It'll be 2 years ago. Like around Thanksgiving.
I'm sorry.
So she passed away, and I noticed a change in my being, kind of. I mean, after someone passes, you go through the grief, and you go through everything, which I don't think I've 100% fully processed that yet. But I had an experience at her house, like a week after she passed, and I cannot explain anything that happens. I was at her house with my mom. It was just me and her in the house. And I don't know what it was or what happened. It might just be me, just like it might have been my imagination, but I don't think it was. But I felt like she was in the house. And I felt like she was in her bedroom. Her bedroom is like, you walk in the house in the kitchen, and then there's a living room, and then there's a hallway, and it goes back to her bedroom. And I'm like, oh, my grandma's name is, I call her Bubba. She's Bubba to me. So I was like, I looked at my mom. I think, hey, I think Bubba's here, and she just looks at me, and I'm like, I can feel her. I don't know, like people have different feelings. Like I can feel people like when they're in the room with me. You know, you get that like general sense of like, oh, people are here with me, and I'm like, I feel Bubba, and I think she's in her room. And so my mom's like, okay, like whatever, Sarah. And I'm like, okay, yeah. And then like we're just standing in the kitchen. Like I'm standing in the doorway between like the kitchen and the living room. My mom is in the kitchen, and we're talking about Bubba. We're talking about the house. At that point, we were like, what do we do with all our things? What do we do about the house? Just talking about her. And all of a sudden, mid conversation, I cannot explain this to this day. I felt like a hand rubbing my back when I know for a fact nobody was there. And it was, my grandma used to do this thing where she would go and rub my back, like when she was talking to me, kind of deal. And it 100% felt like her. 100% to this day. I will never forget that feeling I had. Like it was her. Like it was her. Like I felt the hand and everything, and I just immediately started crying. Because like, you know, it's just one of those things that like, oh my God, like that's my grandma. Like, and from that point on, I've been having, I want to call them experiences, with the paranormal, if you want to call it that. Just things that I can't explain. I visited a metaphysical store near me, metaphysical shop, which like they have psychics there and they do like magic kind of things, and I've always been into that too.
Okay.
That's another thing. But like I don't fully like do witchcraft, okay? Just to clarify that. I have learned about it and I know particular things about it, but just to clarify, like I don't actively do that stuff anymore. But like they're like, yeah, we think like you're just sensitive to the spirit world. Like you're sensitive. You can like feel energies. And like I just had experiences like just going to places and I can just feel the energy in the room, and like you can feel when you're not alone. I've had experiences like that in the dorms on campus. I've experienced it like walking past some of the buildings at night, because I would go on walks by
That's
myself.
not a good idea.
This was a weird. This is a weird time for me. Okay, like it was a weird time. Like my grandma passed. Like it was a weird time for me. But like I have other stories, and we can get into them at another time.
So basically, you're Jinora
like,
from The Legend of Korra. She can see spirits, and in book 2, she guides Korra into the spirit world because she just has.
I see dead people.
Well, no, they're not dead people. They're literal
feel.
nature spirits.
I was making a Sixth Sense reference.
Yeah, I know, and we don't.
Leave me
like
to my
it
Sixth Sense
anymore.
reference.
But like I can feel things, and I'm not gonna deny that. I mean, people may think I'm like full of shit, but like I'm not. And if you know me, I don't joke around about this stuff. Like I'm speaking truthfully, and I'm being very genuine here. Like this is fully what I've experienced, and like what I believe. So like, I guess I'm just sensitive to energies. Whether they are what I think they are, what they not, you know, whatever. But like, that's just been my experience, and it's been really weird. Like I said, there's things that I can't explain that I've done. So yeah, but like if you think spirits are a thing and ghosts are a thing, cool. If you don't, that's cool too. But that's just my experience with this.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Casey, you've been really quiet.
I normally feel like I talk entirely too much, so I'm trying to tone it back a little bit. Allow other people to talk.
What a concept. What was I gonna say? I don't even know
do
what
we got
I
any
was
other
saying.
spooks
The
yet?
spooky shit. I was gonna read like these 2-sentence horror stories that I looked up.
I've seen that r/2 sentence horror. It's good stuff.
That's the Reddit I was looking for
That's
earlier.
what I thought, because I'm like, dude, that's a good subreddit for that sort of shit.
Okay, I'm gonna read one. There is a picture in my phone of me sleeping. I live alone.
That's pretty scary.
Yeah, what?
That's
Oh, this is your reading from Reddit. I'm like, why the fuck do
Yeah.
you have that?
And with how often our roommates are out of the house, it kind of makes sense if she says she lives alone. Though I will say that, because your roommates left you alone again tonight, didn't they? It kind of sucks.
My roommates are back, kind of.
Oh.
Like, they came back during the recording, so
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you heard them. I'm like in the living room, so I watched them come in.
We did not hear them. At least I didn't.
That's good.
All right, what other spoop do we have? Give us some more spoopy stories.
Oh, I awoke to the sound of the baby monitor crackling with a voice comforting my firstborn child. As I adjusted to a new position, my arm brushed against my wife, sleeping next to me.
Oh, that I don't like that. I don't like that, because that implies either there's a stand-in wife or there's somebody else downstairs, and I don't know which is scarier.
Wait, I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
The
two-sentence
two
horror
sentence thing. Okay. I awoke to the sound of the baby monitor crackling with a voice comforting my firstborn child. As I adjusted to a new position, my arm brushed against my wife, sleeping next to me.
Gamer moment.
Woo. Oh my god, this one's scary. After struggling desperately to move any part of his paralytic body just to alert the doctors that he was conscious before they made the first incision, he was relieved to see that one of the nurses had noticed his pupils dilating from the bright light. She leaned in close and in a whisper that tickled his ear said, "You think we don't know you're awake?"
Oh,
wait, so she was under anesthetic and the doctor was like, hey, bitch, wake up?
No. So there's a guy, he's under anesthesia, but like, did you ever hear those things where like there's people that go under, like they give you the anesthesia, but it just paralyzes your body and you're conscious for the whole thing and like you can feel everything?
Wait, so what was the story? I'm sorry, I'm just terrible at hearing these.
So the guy, or the guy,
OP.
he was one of those people where like he was given the anesthetic and it just paralyzed him, but he was conscious, they could feel everything, and the nurse noticed and she's like, "We know you're awake."
Oh shit.
That's
scary
shit.
to me.
That's some fucked up
Sorry,
shit.
I wasn't distracted. I promise. I went down a rabbit hole. Every once in a while, I'm like, anime figures, and then they're all like crazy expensive.
Cowboy Bebop Legos.
No, specifically, I was referring to. I found the gayest figure available on the internet tonight, and it's really nice. It's also like $200.
Yeah, I once again I follow you on Twitter as well.
Growing up with cats and dogs, I got used to the sounds of scratching at my door while I slept. Now that I live alone, it's much more unsettling.
That just sounds like bad creepypasta.
Working the night shift alone tonight. There's a face in the cellar staring at the security camera.
That's Five Nights at Freddy's.
Five Nights at Freddy's. That's where I wanna be. Five Nights at Freddy's. Fucking Living Tombstone fucking slaps.
I don't think I've never listened to Living Tombstone.
I only know them because of a weird rabbit hole, because there's this video on TikTok of Jack Black singing that song, and it's really, really, really weird.
Of course they're fucking
it's really weird. It's really fucking weird. And so then one of the guys in Living Tombstone was like, "That's our song. That's really cool." And so then I started listening to some of their stuff, and I'm like, "Oh wow, these guys are kind of cool."
Didn't they make that song "Marry a Man," or was that Lonely Island?
Not sure.
Yeah, it's Lonely Island. The song's called "Spring Break Anthem," and it's really funny.
I think, dude, Lonely Island is.
It's that one song, it's like drinking. I don't know it. But the point is, they list off all this like.
It's the one song where they say
no, like they list off all these like super like college like dude bro stereotypical spring break things, and then they, like throughout the song they intersperse it with like picking out wedding rings, decorating for wedding shit, and at the end it's like banging hoes and drinking, marry a man. I'm doing a really bad job of conveying the bit, but the point is, it's like super like het dude bro shit, and then at the end it just cuts to like a really just like tasteful footage of a gay wedding.
Oh, that's cute.
Okay, so like I'm reading more of these 2-sentence horror stories. I'm gonna stop because like I'm reading them and I'm just getting scared.
I feel like we're gonna scare Sarah too much at this point.
Like, but so I looked up some Halloween facts instead. Some just Halloween facts. So Halloween, the holiday, goes back more than 2,000 years.
Samhain, yeah.
Yeah, All Hallows
So-
Eve, baby.
No, older than that. Samhain.
It's been like,
It's an old Celtic holiday.
got that pagan
Mhm.
stuff. We love pagan stuff.
Hell yeah for pagan stuff.
Pegging.
No, stop.
Tonight
trying
on
to think of
Bottom
if
Gear,
there's any
Casey
more.
gets pegged.
Tonight on Bottom Gear, Casey gets pegged, Sarah gets killed by a killer clown, and Evan falls down a rabbit hole of lesbian anime figurines.
Well, you say it like that.
I'm proud of how fast I managed to come up with that.
I'm gonna put out a quick, because people are gonna hear that and be like, "What the fuck is he looking at?" I'm gonna put a quick thing on the account, just like
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not. Trust me, it's not bad. It's just like a normal thing. But the way that he mentioned it earlier, I was just like, well, tonight on Bottom Gear. Dude, those memes are the best memes. Bottom Gear memes will always, I can barely say it normally. Like I always, whenever I say Bottom Gear, I feel wrong because I feel like I have to say it as Bottom Gear every time I say it. Are you actively tweeting out right now your alibi as to when I said, yeah? Like I tweets out spoilers for tomorrow's episode with no context.
we should to peel back the curtain. Like 5 hours ago, the current plan was no episode this week, because we really let shit get out of hand last week, and just life's been
Okay, let's be really
fine.
honest.
I slept through the recording session. Fine.
Yes, he did. Sarah and I were here. We kept trying to get Craig in here, but we can't do it. Because
Yeah,
we're
I need
not
to fix
server
that.
admin.
I'll work on that later. Anyway,
Big goofy.
yeah, no.
So
Evan falls down an internet
Yeah.
rabbit hole of lesbian anime figurines.
That
That just sounds really bad. Like that looks like a
I know it
Yuri
does.
or some shit like that. Like
That's exactly why I said it like that. All right. The Bottom Gear episode, just tonight on Bottom
Do you
Gear,
wanna clip-
Casey gets pegged. I'm trying to do it again so that I can clip it properly. Okay, let me do it again because I'll have the recording of it then. Hey, it's Casey from the editing bay again. I listened back to the first time I did it, and it sounded pretty good, so I didn't redo it here. All right, back to the episode, motherfuckers.
also, I should have you
Yeah.
guys know on Halloween night, I'm absolutely posting the picture of me in my costume next to a picture of what I'm supposed to be.
Wait,
what is your costume?
Didn't I
Wasn't
send
it
it to the group?
the-
chat? Don't say it. Don't say it.
I said I'll lick me saying what it was.
Let me find the picture. Let me find it. Give me a second.
Oh,
And then how you say it? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
taking real advantage of that Luke Skywalker hair.
Moment. Oh, also that lady Jessica Rabun liked the Cora and the
Yeah,
Sunny.
that's my friend. That's
That's
my
one of your
friend.
okay. So that's one of your friends.
Yeah. Also, they go by they them. So just putting it out
Radical. Yeah, they do. It's in their bio.
there.
I saw Twitch on the program. Like, oh, this is just some internet person who found us just randomly.
No. Yo, I will hold on. I'm having a Snapchat conversation with them, and we'll just be like, "Yo, should we plug your Twitch?" No, we're not doing that. No free promos. No free promos.
Pay
on
for
Twitch
that
Sports.
shit. Selling
Pay
out,
for that shit.
boys.
Sponsored by.
Make us an offer we cannot refuse.
Yes, I approve of this. Also, somebody needs to send fan mail to Sarah. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Or tell
hold up.
Please.
Let's check the.
Let's check the email. I'm checking
I
it right
got it.
now.
I'm on it.
Boom.
I'm on it.
Oh, we got
Are you
one.
fucking
Can I
serious?
read it out? Yeah, let me read it out.
Oh,
All right.
O'Reilly.
So I
Oh my god.
auto parts. So let me read this. So I will. His name, it's my good friend. He's in the comments a lot of these videos, but I will read this out.
Fuck your
Hi,
friend.
Weeb Sports
Avatar may not be
Podcast.
Japanese, but it is anime.
No, hey, let me do the thing. I began listening to the podcast because my friend was on it, and I like to be supportive, but now I find myself eagerly anticipating the release of a new episode each week. Like, the other day, I was thinking to myself, when's the next episode of Weeb Sports coming out? And this is coming from... this is coming from a guy who has never listened to podcasts before. Anyway, this podcast is now a highlight of my week. The topics are certainly a key factor, but you guys have already demonstrated that you go beyond a simple dichotomy. I certainly lean more towards the sports category than the weeb category, but every topic has been pretty good. It's a tad unfortunate the podcast has already covered the one weeb topic I know about. I will get to the asterisk in a bit in Avatar, but it provided an excellent hook that sold me on the podcast's legitimacy. This is me saying Evan's first episode was gold, and I think it's the only reason that we still do this because it was really good. The three of you are excellent hosts who play off each other well. I'm writing so you guys know you have fans, so you keep it up.
I have found him.
From a listener on Long Island.
Fan. He is the only fan.
And the asterisk is... I know some stuff about Pokemon, I guess. Big deal back in first grade.
Yeah.
I remember we played the card game together.
Pokemon.
And then that's deeper into the weeb spectrum than Avatar is, since actually Japanese.
You want to get him on here for an episode?
Evan, you can get mad about Pokemon. That. I actually was going to bring him on for a sports episode.
Sure.
At some point.
We can still talk about Pokemon. That's animal fighting. That counts.
Yeah, we'll just talk about stuff. Yeah. Dude, I should bring the boys on. Just get the fellas in here.
Just your boys. I'll be like, who the fuck are these people? We have a fan. Holy shit.
We do. He legitimately wrote an actual thing. Dude, this is my guy.
My heart is so full.
And also we have...
Oh my god.
Also, Evan emailed us saying, gamer moment, just wanted to check
I just wanted to test that it was actually functioning.
He just texted gamer moment.
But my guy...
Don't read my fucking email on a hot
I'm gonna lick it. I'm gonna lick it. I run this. I know what I'm doing. I'm laughing at the fact that you're...
Please
no, I do.
I
leak
my fucking personal email.
Stop. But this guy...
God, thank you so much. Friend of the show. Can we read his name off? No, we shouldn't read his name off.
What? No, we shouldn't.
Thank you so much, dude.
But
he's in the comments, though.
Should we tag him in this episode?
This is how I felt the day that Evan gave us lemonade on our cars. This is how I feel now.
This was roughly 24 hours ago that he sent us this.
Oh my god. It's like Santa, he was here.
Yeah.
I'm so tempted to send back one of the auto replies.
No.
Thanks. I'll check it out.
I just want to take a moment. I'm going to take a moment. Sir, if you go by sir, if you don't go by sir, then
he goes by sir.
Sir, I appreciate you so much. And you make me so happy to know that there's people out there that appreciate us just being us and doing what we do.
For real, man. Thank you so much. It's actually super cool that people are listening to this.
My guy, dude. I know he's being real because I know how he texts when he's not. So, dude, thanks,
quality.
Bro.
Thank you so much. Man. It means a lot. We got anything else?
And then
are we?
Let's say, Sarah, you got anything else?
No, but I guess that's a really good place to leave it off.
It is.
My heart is full. I'm no longer scared.
That's good.
So, we're all good. Oh my gosh. So, yeah. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I hope you have a splendid Halloween. Trick or treat. Please don't smell my feet unless you're into that. Please get your fucking spooky time on. Dress up and shake your ass to the Monster Mash, please.
Well, no, you would do the Monster. We don't know the Monster Mash. We only know that people did the Monster Mash. We've never heard the Monster Mash.
The Monster Mash is
whatever.
Equivalent to those ancient Gregorian chants. Or no, it's
precisely.
It's how Hildegard von Bingen wrote a ton of shit that we've never it wasn't transcribed, so we know it exists, but we have no idea what it sounded like.
That's exactly what this is.
The Monster Mash is equivalent.
So technically,
to
no one can shake their ass to the Monster Mash.
I actually couldn't tell you for absolute certain if she is the person I'm thinking of. I wrote an essay.
I also couldn't tell you for certain if that's not the name of the chef from the Muppets.
Hildegard von Bingen?
If you told me that was the name of the chef from the Muppets, I'd believe you.
Aren't you in music history right now?
No,
Okay,
I'm not.
then that's acceptable. No, Hildegard von Bingen was this
Yeah.
really ancient composer, and she apparently had visions of God, which inspired her to write poetry and
She would
music
get
and
like
shit.
she would get migraines.
Yeah, she had migraines.
Like she would get migraines and stuff. But she thought like she was seeing images of God and like what he wanted her to do. Like she was a nun. Or it's like something I can't remember the exact term.
Tonight on Bottom Gear, Casey
But
gets
she was
pegged by
pretty
Hildegard von
litty-bitty.
Bingen.
Okay, send me that so that I can read that out because I want to put that in the episode. I want to make it beautiful.
Just the fucking voice clip of me saying.
But then I couldn't use what you just said there.
Okay.
But we're not doing the whole thing again.
Okay, so all you goblins and ghouls out there, I hope you have a happy and safe Halloween. Tonight I was joined by Evan.
Yo!
And our guy Casey.
Oh yeah!
Shut the fuck up,
I'm
loser.
so sorry.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry, you viewers those listeners out there that actually have to hear that.
I'm gonna cut
Sounds
that
like
out.
90s X-Men
cuts, so
Wolverine
nobody's
having
here.
the best orgasm of his life.
That's beautiful, and that's exactly what I was going for. That's exactly. I planned this from
You
the
don't
start.
know what it feels like to have an orgasm.
No, I don't, and I never will.
Okay, bye.